Hello, Catherine Foley here, and I'm going to read chapter 3 today of my book Beyond the Breakwater. I hope you enjoy it. Chapter 3, My Mother's Mandolin. Early nights in Waterford have merged into a general blur. Apart from the night we broke my mother's mandolin, an old instrument with reddened wood and a resonance that she loved. It remains clear in my mind still. We were breathless and hot from reckless jumping from bed to bed in our bedroom, flying across a great gap between the beds, as well as flying across the slippery linoleum-covered floor. The beds moved, shifting slightly each time as we landed. Earlier we had played with my mother's mandolin, but we'd discarded it, and it lay there that bedtime, hidden in the bedclothes at the foot of one of the beds. Everything stopped, however, when a foot landed awkwardly on the mandolin's neck and the old instrument broke in two. My mother used to pick out tunes on it. The rarity and fragility of those tremolo pickings made that fateful twang of the broken instrument all the more terrifying. The sound of the wood breaking in two was like a stab wound. We sat in our pyjamas, unsure what to do, until we heard Mamma's step on the stairs. Instinctively, I ran to better hide the broken thing. It was like a wounded animal, whimpering, jangling and quivering still when I put it in the wardrobe and ran back to the bed. We got in under the covers and waited for Mamma to come up and tuck us in. "Are ye asleep yet?" she said as she came in. I felt seismic vibrations coming from the mandolin in the wardrobe. It was like a clanging bell demanding to be heard. She put the light out and came into the darkened room. If the light was left on, she would surely have seen the secret written plainly on my face. I felt myself blushing, but I lay still in the semi-darkness when she came over to put the cold dab of holy water on each of our foreheads. "Night," she said. "Night, Mamma." We sang like angels. That night stays with me still. The guilt of my duplicity is etched on my heart. I remember how it preyed on me during the night, eating into my heart, while the mandolin lay broken and accusing in the wardrobe, crying out to be discovered. I knew it would be like the whispered secret that surrounded the fable King Lowry Leinshach and his donkey's ears. I'd learned his story at school, how no one was ever allowed to speak of King Lowry's donkey's ears on pain of death, and how his secret remained unspoken until the poor barber who cut the king's hair, unable to keep the story to himself any longer, whispered the king's secret into a yew tree. Of course, when the tree was cut down and shaped into a harp for the king's bard, the music it played over and over again was a song about King Lowry's donkey's ears. As with that story, the truth of the broken mandolin would come out eventually. Maybe our dread of the mandolin's discovery in the wardrobe was worse than the actual event itself. A couple of nights later, my mother opened the wardrobe suspiciously, watching our reaction. "Have ye put something in here?" she asked. Our faces had given the game away long before. She didn't punish us at all. She didn't even raise her voice. "It's just one of those things," she said, tucking us in and telling us to go to sleep. And isn't it strange that in all the years of adulthood and all the Christmases of plenty and generosity, I never thought to buy her a mandolin to replace the one we broke. And it's sad to think that she never owned another one ever again. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.